Hi, this is Anna, and that is
Santi.
And we're from justpaint.com. We've got some new products in our store. We just updated these in October. They are called
LaDot.
LaDot. And they have tattoo stones. They're basically stamps that are made out of some type of limestone plaster. They come in different sizes, and you use them with an ink that is long lasting on the skin. There are two sizes. This
Three
one
sizes.
is large. Oh, I'm sorry. There's large and medium, and then which they're very close in size. They're just different dimensions. And then there's small stamps, but the smalls come in small and big.
Can you hold the four stamps?
Oh, hold on. I'm stone juggling. Dun, da, da, dun, da,
So the
da.
spider is the large one.
Yep.
The other one.
The rose is the small.
And if you can stop moving your hands, I can zoom in there. There we go.
And then the flower, that's the regular small flower. And then this is the bitty small flower.
That's the beady. So the stamp size and these two are the same. It's just the design that gets smaller so that you can get different dimensions when you're making your design. All right. So.
Yay! So now we're gonna do a design using these stamps.
Oh wait, but we gotta show them the whole line of products.
Oh, we got more stuff.
So, together with those stamps, we sell the ink and the ink pad that Anna's gonna show you while I do what she's doing.
Okay, I'll do that. You guys don't want to see us packing our stamps. No. This is the LaDot body ink pad. It's got a removable lid. It unclicks, and once you open it, this is where you're going to store your LaDot body makeup. The inks come in different colors. Right now, we just have black because we figured that would be the most in-demand color for the tattoo style that's going to be really popular with young kids and teenagers and adults.
So this is very liquidy, so when you squirt it in, you kind of have to be kind of close to your ink pad and make sure that you don't waste it around.
I'm just gonna stick it. Yeah,
exactly what I was telling on the thing. You don't just tip your tube anywhere because that's what's gonna happen. You tip it right on top of the ink pad. Anna doesn't listen very well.
Well, I was awkward because I didn't have it sitting on a table.
So anyhow, this is permanent ink. It will stain. So don't do that. Anyhow.
But it comes out with alcohol.
We also have, but not of clothing or furniture. We also have what they call the liners, which is color paints that comes in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 colors. Anna will hold. We have a pink, red, white, blue, black, green, and yellow. Yes, they're all there. And let me show you. I'll open one for you over here and show you how they look.
These are also long-lasting inks that are going to stay on your skin for a couple days looking really nice. You can get it wet and it won't come off as long as you don't scrub it or put baby oil on it.
So here you can see the tip of it. It kind of looks like details from Maron, but
it's not.
It's not. But it's like a foamy tip with a little tiny tip, and it's a permanent or semi-permanent ink, alcohol-based. So we also sell little kits that come with 2 stamps, the ink pad, the black ink, and little gems that we also sell separately that you can add to your designs. These are stick-on jewels.
This is a good choice if you want to start because it's a little cheaper when you get everything together first, and you can add more stones and ink pads.
And there come 2 different kinds of clear stone, a clear one and color ones. And that's all that we have to offer here. So let's do a little demo of what you can do with it. Alright, so we're gonna make a little design now, and first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna load my ink pad. Here's my ink pad, here's my ink, and I'm gonna put it on the table so you're not gonna see me right now because this is very liquidy. So while I open, I'll keep it on the table.
Before going to a gig, you can preload your ink pad so that it's nice and smushy and ready to rock. And then you just keep it closed all the time. They
recommend for you to load your ink pack and let it sit for about an hour before you start using it. so that the ink has time to soak in and it doesn't get your stamp full of ink.
It's like gives you an even application.
I am not gonna follow the instructions right now because I don't have an hour. So anyhow, each stamp you can load it once and it will print once. If you try to keep on printing, it will make a very fade design. So you have to load your stamp and you just kind of rock it back and forward a little bit, just like that. And then you close your ink stamp pad, your ink pad, and then you press. And I didn't get a good application there, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reload and retry. And
I wouldn't, if I were you, I would use the liner pen
Well,
and just go over that with a liner pen.
I'm not gonna go on top of that unicorn. What I'm gonna call that is a trial, and I'm gonna do this one over here.
That's why you let your ink set for an hour.
And there we go. I got a good stamp there. So now let me make sure that that unicorn is there on focus. Yes. Okay, good. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add little flowers with my smaller stamp. So
can you try to do 2 stamps just to see how far 2 stamps will get you?
I can show you that it won't get you too far. But that's 1 and that's 2. And the second one is already looking faded, as you can see. But it doesn't really take much to just...
a second, you just dab and pat, dab and pat. And it's way faster than trying to freehand a little flower. I love the way these are built because the designs are so raised that you don't get that press from the outside of the stamp like you might get if you went and got a craft store stamp. And you see the out edge of the stamp around the design. Since they're so raised, that doesn't happen. And so that's like the best thing about these stamps, is they really were designed for using with face paint and body paint and pressing it on the stamp.
Alright, so we haven't successfully tried them yet with face paint, so we wouldn't say face paint. Yeah.
Yeah, face painters, but yeah. But I have used it with face paint, and I think it's, if you load it up enough, you'll eventually get that stone so it doesn't absorb the face paint.
So now you can line up your design. One thing to keep in mind too is that the first time you use a fresh stamp, you might need to actually load it twice, because the first time it will absorb some ink. This is like a stone, so it absorbs ink.
Yeah, you want to get a nice thick coating. They already come preloaded, so that helps. They already have black ink on them, but the first couple times you just want to load them up a couple other times. So just don't take it straight to the gig without having ever used them before. Play with them for a little bit. Santi just outlined it in red. This is just an extra way to add detail.
So I can add like a little red hair to our horse there.
Oh, what a pretty horse. These are a great addition to our body painting or stencils, temporary tattoos, and all that stuff. One thing I like about it is they don't use stencils, so you just have the stone, the ink, and the pad, and these little liners if you want to, but you don't have to mess around with stencils at all, sticky stencils like for glitter tattoo or anything. And it would look like a really nice, cute, professional setup with these awesome looking stones. I think it would look really fancy for your setup. Can my pony get a little red in her bangs?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. And too, like, if your stamp doesn't come out totally perfect, at least you get the outline and you can take the liner and fix up the little parts that didn't totally stamp out. So
now we can try to like stick up a couple gems here and there just to make it look even better. So we'll put one over there.
if you really want the gems to last a long time, use the body glue to attach them versus just the straight gem on top of the paint. Ta-da! And you can also use glitter tattoo stuff with this. You can add some glue and put some
show you. So for example, you can, this is the glue that they sell, but since we already sell enough brands of body adhesive, we're not carrying the one from this particular brand. So you can make a dot, for example, and let's just make little centerpieces with glitter. And normally, you know, you wait for your glue to be dry, like transparent. But hey, this is a live setting.
So you might want to put your glue down before you do all the liner stuff,
Yeah.
so that your glue is dry when it's time to do the glitter.
So you can just, you know, pat a little bit of glitter.
Or a lot of it. Oh, there we go.
And then we can just brush it off with a little brush. So there you go, you have an idea. I'll show you just a freehand swirl, just so you know how you can do this. I'm not a master of
He's so good at swirling. Look at that swirl. It is like a really great liner. The tip is nice and firm. It doesn't scratch when I'm using it, he's using it on my skin. And you can do really nice fine details. Another great thing about these is versus stencils, you buy one and you just keep using that forever instead of having to buy multiples and keep reordering. These are going to last a long
as long as you don't drop them.
We haven't tried dropping them. They seem pretty sturdy, but yeah.
Yeah, but you know, I wouldn't necessarily drop them. So let me zoom in so you can see a little bit of the finished design here. And again, you have a lot more colors to choose from on the liners. And a lot more stamps in different sizes so that you can make it look a lot prettier. But this is just so you get an idea of how a tattoo make with the LaDot stones would look like. Thanks so much for watching.
Have a great day.
And where do you get all these products? Jestpaint.com. And that is JEST paint.com. And let me show you. Ta-da! Jestpaint.com.
Okay. Have a great day.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.